my veins. On the pitch where the glory remains, the cockerel stands brave on the crest. North London pride, this ain't no jest. From lane to the new shining ground, echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time, we march on through grit and grime. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Echoes of King and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire.
Yes, guys, and welcome to the greatest show on earth. Welcome to the greatest channel in the world, and welcome to THFC Till I Die, home of Tottenham past, present, and an exciting future, of course, under Thomas Frank, as Tottenham head to Wembley as we're away to Newcastle United in the League Cup third round. I think it's the third round or the fourth round, whatever it is. Spurs are on the way to Wembley. If we win tonight, we're 3 games away from Wembley and winning that lovely trophy to add to the Europa League that we won last year at the end of the season. This is the team. Big up to whoever's watching. Big up to whoever's watching here on X and also on YouTube as well. You're all very welcome. Welcome to a night of high drama, hiding behind couches, and me just hiding under my desk if it really gets a bit tetchy. Welcome a few people, and then we will go into the lineups and the bench as well. Big up to Wayne Bonner. Says, good evening, folks. Hope you're all well. Looking forward to this, especially as it's live on ITV. Woohoo! Good up to you, Wayne. But tell you what you do, Wayne. You turn the volume down on the telly. You have the pitch, but you have me taking you through the game and giving you the best commentary that I can give you. Big up to Giant68. He says, big up. Big up to Mo. Big up to you, Giant68. And he goes, come on, you Spurs. Exactly. Spurs are on the way to Wembley. Time to dust off that Chaz and Dave album that some people have got up in the loft back from the 1980-81 season when little Ozzy Idealist sang his little heart out on top of the pops and didn't realise he was doing it. Well, miming it. Not singing. They mimed it back then. But let's look at the lineup. We are starting. The game kickoff is very shortly, so we're going to get on with that in a minute. The goal, Kingski in goal. Now, We've got Danso, Palunia, Xavi, Richarlison, Bergville, Johnson, Pedro Porro, who's captain tonight, Jed Spence, Saar, and Bentancur. I've worked it out to be a 4-2-3-1 formation. I don't know if you guys in the chat or we might be a little bit different. Is he going to play three at the back? Will he put a stroke and play a three at the back here with Danso, Palunia, and Porro? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's very hard, isn't it, to know? But on the bench, we've got Brandon Austin, we've got Gunter as well, we've got Matez Tail, we've got Mohamed Kudus, we've got Mickey van der Ven, Kolo Muani, we've got Dean Scarlett, we've got Alose and Rosrell as well, making his rare start on the subs bench. Well, let me know, guys, what do you think of that lineup? I was on Tottenham TV. And I said then I was very worried about that lineup. And I sort of stick by that. I'll tell you why. Sorry, just take a sip of drink. I'll tell you why I'm worried about that. Because, look, you look at Newcastle's lineup, they've sort of gone strong as well. And will that back four or back three, whatever it is, will it hold up to the Newcastle attack? I think Newcastle's biggest weakness tonight is their goalkeeper in Ramsdale. I think out of the two goalkeepers, I think between Kingsley and Ramsdale, I think we have a better goalkeeper. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But guys, let's get into it. And we do have a lot of players out. Now, I want to run through the players that are out at the moment, right? I saw this the other day. I saw this somewhere on Top TV, and I had to copy and paste it from a comment from an individual, put it in there. And this is the players we have out tonight. Gray, Davis, Romero, Dragoson, Tataki, Udogi, Bissouma, Madison, Kolo, Solanke, and Odegaard. I mean, that's a big lot to lose out of the team to have players out. It really is. Look, we know Solanke could be back for the weekend. We know Odegaard could be back soon as well. I think Udogi could be back for the weekend. Well, hopefully Romero could be back for the weekend too. But you got long-term absency in James Madison, Kolo, Kulusevski. He could be back in November. So we've got a lot of players out. I think, what was it? 15 players out due to injuries and knocks. Doesn't really look good, does it? My Aussie's dream single is Poised. I'm ready. Good man yourself. And also, big up to Giant 68. Heard Gray out for 8 weeks. Another injury. Just to give you a little bit of an update, Chelsea have taken the lead at Wolves. I will be updating you with all the goals from the other games, the 7:45 games, but they will be done at halftime. And then at full time, we're going to finish the watch along quite quickly, get over to match reactions or final score as well. We're going to talk about the game, but also we're going to bring you the draw for the quarterfinals live. Even Tottenham are there or not, I'm still bringing the draw live. But we all know Tottenham will be there in the quarterfinal. And let's hope we get an easy draw as we march on to Wembley. But yes, the game is now, the game's getting closer, getting a little bit nervous here now. Can Spurs win tonight? Can we go away to Newcastle where we have lost at the last 3 or 4 games? We've really not played well up there. If you look at Tottenham's last games up at Newcastle, the teams are in the tunnel. Tottenham tonight are in their brilliant third away kit, the yellow kit, which I absolutely love. Really do love the away kit. I am going to get that shirt, by the way. I will get it because I love the yellow shirt. It's traditional Tottenham away kit, isn't it? It's traditional Tottenham away. We used to play in yellow quite a lot down the years. And yeah, absolutely love it. Newcastle, of course, playing their traditional black and white stripes, black socks and black and white socks. Tottenham in yellow shirts, yellow shorts, yellow socks. Really a bit like a banana. So really, Tottenham are the banana men tonight. If anyone remembers that reference as a kid growing up, then you're as old as me. Not bananas in pajamas, banana man. So anyone remembers that, then you're in my neck of the woods. But the teams are coming. Podro putting his jacket round the ball girls' shoulders to keep her warm, which is a lovely thing to do. It is a packed house in the St. James's Park. I went there once. I went there, watched Tottenham away. An absolutely fantastic place to go and watch football, by the way. They stick you up in the gods, but by God, do you get a great view. And also, it's a great place as well when you're young and single. Up there, having a good night out. The Geordie people are really inviting and really lovely people. So I've got a bit of a soft spot for Newcastle, always have done. But what a lovely thing from Porro to stick the coat over the young ball girl's shoulders because she was a bit cold. So that's a lovely thing to do. But here's Tottenham now, all shaking hands, all giving each other the fist pumps. So let's go through the teams one more time and the formations. Let's start with Newcastle. We've got Ramsdale in goal, the back four of Kraft, Sheehan, Thor, and Burn. We've got a midfield of Wilcock, Tanioli, and Ramsey as a midfield three. And up front, we've got Inegna, Walter Maid, and Harvey Barnes on the right side of that front tree. It is a 4-3-3, guys. So they are playing with that on the bench because Eddie Howe's picked Pope, Trippier, Botman, Joe Lenton. But the Spurs, guys, and we are playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. It's Kingsley in goal, a back four of Porro, Palunia, Danso, and Spence, a midfield two of Papasar and Bentancur being the pivot, a midfield three of Brennan Johnson on the right, Bergville in the centre playing the 10 row, Simmons on the left, Richie playing up front, and then on the bench we've got Austin, Gunter, Tell, Kudos, Mickey van der Ven, Kulu, Scarlett, Alosi, and Roswell as well. There are your starting 11. That is the Tottenham sauce bench. It's time for Spurs to go to Wembley. Come on, let's get behind the team and let's get them a result tonight, which a place we have not played very well over the last few years. Jacob Ramsey set to make his third start for Newcastle this season, I think, but they're all giving each other high fives. They all think they won the game already. You haven't won the game because we're the mighty Spurs and we're going to go up there and we're going to make some magpie pie as well. Have that for dinner tonight. Mrs. Tron's already got the magpie pie in the oven, so I'll be having that when I finish the stream. So that's Xavi there. We need a big game for him. First 10 appearances for Tottenham, 10 shots, 1 on target in 10 appearances. So a big shift tonight from Xavi. We need one as well as he takes the famous number 7 shirt that Sonny wore with some distinction and honour for all the years at Spurs. Of course, it is coming up to where I forget the name of it, where people pay respects to people that have fallen in wars and everything, wars and over the years. So they are gonna Poppy. I think it's Poppy Day or something like that. I forget the name of it. Where they will pay the respects. So there will be the last stand played before kickoff as well. I think it's a couple of soldiers there from different parts of the army with Poppy Reeves as well, being led out to the centre circle. And there's a man dressed all in black with a Poppy sort of, all in black really, coming out with a little trumpet to play the last stand. So that hopefully that will be well represented, and I'm sure it will, by all the people that are there tonight. There will be a minute's applause, I think, or silence. I can't remember. I don't know what they're going to do. I think it's a minute's silence again. So we will honour that here on the channel as well. So I'll turn up the sound so I can hear when the sound is played. So we will honour that here as well, guys. Well, I think you could have heard a pin dropped inside St James's Park with everyone as silent, and fair play to the Spurs fans as well. 5,000 Tottenham fans gone up there as well as St James's Park, and how well they saluted and they respected the minute silence. So big up to them all. As the teams now get ready, Tottenham go into their little huddle. And the Newcastle fans, the Newcastle roar, which is so famous opposite James's Park, starts to go around St James, go around the stadium. But Tottenham fans are up in that corner, up somewhere in the gods, watching this match tonight. And we need a game from the gods to win tonight. Of course we do, because we are Tottenham Hotspur. As the people go off the pitch, we're getting ready for the start of the game. It's going to be a tough game, but a game I think we can win. And I think it's going to be Tottenham Hotspur who get us off and underway. They will be playing from towards the south stand, and Newcastle playing towards the north stand. I think it's I forget the name of the end at Newcastle, but it is Spurs. I better get ready with my scoreboard. If I can find my mouse. Come on, my row. And we're off another way here, all the way back to Kingsley. Kingsley pumps it long up the field, looking for Richarlison. Does find a head. Newcastle get there first, but here's Jed Spence. Jed Spence plays it back now to Danso. Danso plays it all the way back to Kingsley, getting a few early touches of the ball. Doesn't play it safe, belts it on the field, looking for Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson loses it. Newcastle get it back now, and it goes off a Newcastle player. Podro against a Newcastle player. It goes out for a Tottenham throw-in. There's Pedro Porro, captain tonight for the mighty Tottenham. He goes up to the centre circle now, puts the ball now behind his head. Goes all the way back now to Kingsley. Kingsley with the ball. Is he going to go long again? He was looking at Danso. No, he doesn't. He finds Bentancur. Bentancur now back to Palunia. Palunia back to Kingsley. Palunia playing centre back, which he can play there as well. But here's Palunia now. Tottenham just Palunia was going to bet Kingsley. Doesn't. Kicks it long up the field. Looking for Richie. Richie holds it up brilliantly. Plays it on to Sarr. Sarr now onto Xavi. Onto Jed Spence. Sorry, Jed Spence with the ball. Being double marked by Newcastle. Plays it now to Bentancur. And just inside the Newcastle area. Bentancur now to Porro. Porro now was looking for Johnson. Johnson didn't come in to give him a bit of space. He doesn't. But here's Bentancur. Bentancur now back to Porro. Porro tries to put Brenton Johnson in. Brenton Johnson was on it, and Ramsdale comes out, sees it out for a goal kick to Newcastle United. Tottenham with the early fight here. Has Kingsley been tangoed? He might have done. Just to give you a sort of grip, but there's a bit of in play. Swansea are 1-0 up against Man City. Chelsea are 2-0 up against Wolves. 0-0 for Arsenal, Brighton, and Liverpool and Palace as well. Ramsdale kicks it long up the field. 2 minutes gone in this game. Headed out by Danso. Danso, good playing back from Spurs, but the German striker for Newcastle brought down the number 27. Wolfmaid has been brought down, and it's a free kick to Newcastle. So Newcastle now get their first chance to attack the Tottenham end, the Tottenham box. And also Kingsley, Ted Kingsley in goal. Big up to everyone that's watching. Do hit the like, do hit the subscribe if you can. It means a hell of a lot to us all. If you can, we've had a good month. When we're coming to the end of this month, we've really had a good month with the figures on the channel. So let's end it on the high and let's start getting towards that 3K. Yeah, I get the tango up, John. I do get it. Used to remember that advert as a teenager. Anyway, here's Newcastle with the free kick. Doesn't put it in, goes wide to the left-hand side. Now, here's Wilcox. Can he put it in? Good defending by Jed Spence. He said it went out for a throw-in. It did. I thought it went out for a corner. It was actually Legner that got the cross in, the former Nottingham Forest player, making a first season at Newcastle. But here is Newcastle now with the throw-in just down by the Tottenham corner flag. Trying to play around. Good playing that was from Porro. Porro helping out Jed Spence. Kicks it out. Tottenham getting a little bit flustered here. Newcastle now. Richarlison trying to get the ball. Doesn't. Tottenham, everyone back in the Spurs area. Good defending by Jed Spence. And it goes out for a Tottenham throw-in. Newcastle take it quickly now. It's to start the build again. Going from left to right. It's Burns now for Newcastle. Here's Harvey Barnes now. Gets fouled by Porro. Another free kick. And there's good old Brennan Johnson. Just struggling coming back. Do you know what? I think I'll just jump back and help Porro out there. Yeah, you can wave your finger all you want, Johnson. You weren't coming back and helping. That's your job. So do it. Xavi, the only man in the wall. And it is Tiali with the free kick. But Barnes is up there. Big, heavy hitters. Burn up there as well. Big, all 6'4" of them is up there as well. Tottenham with a wall of yellow. Newcastle. First attack on the Tottenham attack. On the Tottenham bench. Header back in. Oh, Kingskey's dropped it. It's still in the Tottenham area. Here's Wilcox. Good defending that was from Palunia. Really put his body on the line. Newcastle still have it in the Tottenham area. Jet Spence kicks it. They're looking for a penalty. Not given, says the referee. I don't know if VAR is in use for that. I don't think it is. But good start from Newcastle here. Tottenham caught out there in the back. And Newcastle nearly took advantage of that. Newcastle now going to the back. Starting again. Tottenham pressing now. Coming out a little bit. But Newcastle again, brilliantly. Barnes there, brilliantly doing. But here's Brennan Johnson now for Tottenham. Checks, comes back. Looking for options. Doesn't find any. Does. Pays it back to Palunia now. Centre back to Danso. As Tottenham look to break again. All the way out to Jed Spence now. Jed Spence was going to go forward, doesn't. Goes back to Danso. Danso now goes all the way back to Kingskey's. Newcastle push Tottenham all the way back to their goalkeeper. Kicks it long up the field, looking for Johnson. Johnson trying to get a flick, but here's Savvy. Savvy Simmons. Oh, he loses it. Oh, trying to get it, but Tottenham still get the ball. Porro now to Simmons now. Simmons kicks it in. What can he do with it? He plays it all the back to Palunia now. Palunia checks, goes on his left to Porro. Porro, one-touch football by Spurs here. He goes from left to right, and that was a woeful pass from Porro. Jed Spence doesn't keep it in, but that was woeful. But here's the free kick again from Newcastle. Good header back in. And Kingsley just didn't keep hold of it at all. Sort of hit his chest, and it came out sort of at Newcastle. And then there was panic stations in the Tottenham defence there. They were asking for handball. I don't think a good block that was from Palunia, putting his body on the line. But Newcastle with the first dangerous chance after 6 minutes. As Newcastle again start to break Tottenham. And Tottenham's defence nearly split open there by a lovely through ball by Wilcox there. Kingsley kicks it long up the field. No touchy stuff tonight. It's all Route 1 stuff. Here's Bentancur. Bentancur to Richarlison. Richarlison to Bergville now. Spurs just need to get themselves on the ball. Give themselves a couple of minutes. All the action area has been in the Spurs area. 42% of the action area has been down there. Nothing in the Newcastle area. Only 2% in the Newcastle end and 56% in the middle. Brennan Johnson hasn't started well. And Spurs have not started well this game. Look a little bit ragged, a little bit unorganised. Bergville coming back. Spence dropping back. Richarlison now dropping back, helping out. Xavi in the middle. Looks like he's now the man that's going to drive through the middle. Brennan Johnson now trying to drop back. Not doing well. And Tottenham now, again, have been split open. Is this going to be Newcastle's first chance? Oh, again, defended well by Palunia. But here's Richarlison now. He falls over. And really, this is dreadful from Tottenham. We have not come out of the dressing room at all. And again, Newcastle split our back four open as wide as Moses is dividing the Red Sea. And again, a last-ditch tackle that was from Palunia. Again, the only man that's really doing well back there. Yeah, exactly. It's all well and good hitting it long up there, but you haven't got a striker that can score. Exactly. Giant. Absolutely agree with you. Here's Jed Spence. Spence running 2-3 field plays, but here's Richie now. Richie running at the defence, running at Newcastle. He takes a shot, but well defended. That was from the Newcastle defender who sort of encourages the fans to give a bit more encouragement. But there was Richie. Really was running at the Newcastle defence. Went to take a shot. Well defended. And there was Ramsdale clapping his defender. Good defending as well for Newcastle, I have to say. From Thor there, really good defending. But it's a throw into Spurs, a long one. Kevin Danso getting ready to throw the long throw in. Going back to the 80s, this is. As I said, it's 80s football with a twist. Long throw in by Danso. Danso, good flick on. Is it going out for a corner? No, it's going out for a goal kick. Papa Sarr was looking for a corner. And there's Thomas Frank. He is out there already, shouting and roaring at his players. Hands going all over the place. Looks like a windmill. He's there pointing now. He's doing a bit of pointing, he's there going back to his bench. He's saying, I wish I had a box. I don't know why he won the box for, but never mind. Anyway, long kick up. Palunia with the header. Good header out. Here's Richie. Again, holds up the ball well. Xavi to Johnson. Johnson tackled 3 people around Xavi. That was a free kick to Spurs, but Spurs don't. But Brennan Johnson is down holding his knee from a tackle from Ramsey. There's Xavi. Come on, get up, you lazy. Johnson, would you get up, you fucking idiot? Seriously, there's nothing wrong with you. What do you want? Sympathy? Just get off your lazy ass and do something. But here's Newcastle. Again, 10 minutes gone here. 0-0. But Newcastle have had the early chances here. They really have. And look well up for this. Tottenham look a little bit disorganised at the back. But here's Newcastle on the left wing. Being pushed back. Tottenham now starting to get a bit of organisation about themselves. Richie trying to press. Savvy trying to press. There is Johnson trying to press. They're not pressing as hard as I like them to press, to be fair. But it goes all the way back now. Newcastle trying to build up, trying to start another attack. Newcastle here playing it round, keeping the ball. And Newcastle are doing so well at keeping the ball at the moment. They've got a bit more possession than Spurs, but they're doing, when they got the possession, they've been dangerous with it, which we're not. We're just doing route one. And as Giant says, it's all, you can do route one all you like, but if you haven't got a striker up there, no disrespect to Richarlison, I mean, we're just being bypassed through here. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, for fuck's sake, come on. And Harvey Barnes should have scored. Tottenham were cut again. Absolutely cut wide open. It was one-touch football, and we just stood there and watched. Didn't do anything. And then all the left, Porro, Johnson again wasn't doing his tracking back. That's twice now Johnson has left Porro. So he should have been back there doing his job, and he's not doing it. Again, but Harvey Barnes with all the goal to hit at, and he hits it, just hits the side net. But again, Tottenham caught up wide open there. Dreadful defending, but his Newcastle, it's all Newcastle in the first 11 minutes of this game. It really is. But good tackling that was from Palunia. Good stuff. Here's Spurs now. Richarlison now to Bergville. Good stuff from Bergville, showing his class. Puts it just behind Porro. Porro now captain for the night. Looking for a crossfield ball to Richie. Too long, but that was a good little bit of football that was from Bergville. Sort of went around 2 or 3 players. And it's a shame to pass to Porro. It's a bit behind him. But he did try to put in for Richie. Doesn't get there. But Newcastle, I can't believe our defence. Giant Johnson is, he really is. Tonight he is. He's been caught out twice, where he should be coming back, doing his defensive duties with Porro. He's left Porro on his own. And twice Tottenham have nearly been caught out because of Johnson's lack of coming back and actually working hard for the team. But here he is back now against Burn. Burn puts a cross in. Oh, Newcastle. Kingsley wasn't going for that at all. But again, an absolute beauty of a cross by Newcastle. And across the 6-yard area, nobody there. Spurs get it away. But Newcastle again, starting. It's all been Newcastle, this. Dreadful start from Spurs. Absolutely dreadful. Pathetic is the word I would use. But good defended by Jed Spence. And it gets out for a corner kick. Absolutely. It was. I think it was out by Danso got the header back. But good cross by Burn. It really was. It was a wicked of a cross. Anyway, Danso with the ball. Is he going to kick it to Kingsley? He does. Kingsley now. He's going to put it up the field. He does. Punts it long. Looking for Richie. Richie loses the ball. Looking for a free kick that never was a free kick. This is going to be a long night, lads. If we're going to start playing like this is going to be a long, long night. But it's all about taking your chances when you have them. And Newcastle, as of yet, haven't taken the chances. So I suppose that's a good thing for Spurs, something we can hold on to. But his Newcastle, again, who have started the game 40 minutes in, and to be fair, it's all been Newcastle United. It really has. Here's Harvey Barnes, heads it back now. Here's Porro. Kingsley so slow off his line there to get it, but he does get it from a header back from Porro. Here's Danso now. Danso running himself into trouble. Jed Spence. Back to Kingsley. Kingsley drops it up the field. Good catch that was from Richarlison. Here's Xavi now. Xavi on the break. Running at the Newcastle defence. Johnson looking for the ball. Johnson. Oh, what the fuck was that, Johnson? Seriously. Oh my good fucking Lord. What a break from Spurs, really. Firstly from Richarlison trapping that ball. There was Xavi. Xavi running at the Newcastle defence. There was Johnson. Give it to me. I'll put the cross in. And he couldn't. I mean, Mrs. Tron can cross better than that. That's saying something. Brendan Johnson, please just go off the pitch and just go somewhere. Yeah, he's pissing me off as well, Wayne. He really is, man. He really is. Big up the rain. He says, well, that was my exact reaction as well. Big up John. Yeah, it's been dreadful. I tell you, the best player for Tottenham tonight, and so early on, has been Palunian for me. I think he's been really good at centre back. But we just need a bit of time on the ball. That's all we need. We need a bit of time. I mean, successful passes in the final third, 20 for Newcastle, only 1 for Tottenham. Says it all, really, doesn't it? First 15 minutes has been dross. Anyway, here's Porro. Porro with the ball to Bentancur. Bentancur now loses it in midfield. Tottenham again just being torn and pushed and absolutely bullied. But here's the Newcastle number 8. He shoots. Good tackling from Palunia as well, with a look of disgust on his face. How easily he went through that Tottenham midfield. He ran at the defence, Palunia, and he really was a great tackle that was from Palunia. Brilliant. Yeah, we do need. I don't know, Gerald, if they fancy it or not. First 15 minutes, I don't think some of them players don't fancy it. I'm being honest. I think they've been dreadful. Absolutely dreadful, Gerald. I agree with you 100%, bud. Anyway, another corner kick for Newcastle United. Tottenham there, all looking for their man. The one that worries me is the number 27, the German striker, Waldmead. Good header out. Good defending by Spurs. Good playing by Xavi there. Xavi does get it out to nobody, but the ball goes out and it goes out for a Newcastle throw. Here's Dan Burn. Don't forget, Newcastle are the holders of this competition, winning their first trophy since the late 60s. So they will not want to go out tonight at all. They want another trip to Wembley. But here's Newcastle now. Spurs, whoever wins tonight, I think that there are, for me, the one of the favourites to win it. And we don't deserve this. Honestly, this is ridiculous. Good header out by Palunia. Richie trying to flick it on to Xavi. Xavi doesn't. Newcastle get it back. I don't know what Thomas Frank is thinking, but if it's not working, change something now, Thomas Frank. Change it. Because we've been dreadful. But here's Porro with the header. Good header out to Johnson. Johnson just hits and hope to find the Tottenham player. The ball bounces once. He bounces twice. There's Xavi. Xavi, little bit of skill. Brought down. That's a free kick, referee. And he does get it as well. So good. That was good ball control by Xavi there. Brought the foul on by the Newcastle player and give Tottenham a little bit of a breather as we're nearly hitting the 20-minute mark. And to be fair, it's been a dreadful start for Tottenham, a brilliant start from Newcastle. Absolutely, they've been the best team on the field by far. But Tottenham absolutely have not come out of the dressing room. Johnson's been poor. Bentancur's been poor. Richarlison's been poor. Bergville's been okay. I think the back four, I think Danso and Palunia have been okay. Jed Spencer's been a little bit poor. Porro's been a bit lacklustre as well for me. But here is Porro. Porro overhit kicks it, looking for Johnson. Johnson doesn't jump for it. Here's Walt Mead for Newcastle. Goes past one, goes past two, pass it to Harvey Barnes now. Harvey Barnes with the corner, puts a cross in. Good header out. That was from Danso. Doesn't go very far to Johnson. He just gives it straight back to Newcastle player. You're playing in yellow. Pass it to a player in yellow, Johnson, if you can, please. Would be very much appreciated. What was that? So Simmons isn't too bad. He's getting battered. Richie looks semi-interested. Good game, though. Are we playing for playing? Do you know what? Wayne, I think you're right when you said Richie. I think he does look semi-interested, to be fair. It's a good game, but we're not playing well. Newcastle have been the better side, and nobody can dispute that. Newcastle have been the far better side. But in football, you got to take your chances. You really do. Got to take your chances. If you don't take your chances, then you don't win games. And that's good for us. They haven't taken their chances. Kingsley kicks it long up the field, looking for Jed Spence. Doesn't find him. Comes off two Newcastle players. Goes out for a throw-in. Bergville with the throw-in. Doesn't. Throws the ball to Jed Spence. Jed Spence looking. Goes back now to Danso. Danso will go all the way back to Kingsley. Kingsley now with the ball. The Spurs fans trying to give a bit of inspiration to the Tottenham players by singing Spurs will go marching in. Good little flick. That was by Xavi. Xavi's gone down there. Was it Xavi or Bentancur? I think it was No, it was Papa Sarr. Good little flick from Papa Sarr. And Tottenham still got the ball back with Danso. Danso now into Bentancur. Bentancur being forced back. Newcastle are really pressing like madmen. They're pressing like there's no tomorrow. And Tottenham just can't cope with that. Richie looking for ball, but here's Brendan Johnson now with the ball. Can he put amends now for what he's done? A wasteful 20 minutes so far. Johnson puts the cross in. Oh, good defending by Newcastle. Goes all the way out to a Tottenham throw-in. I agree, Wayne. He needs to play it simple, doesn't he, Bergville? Just needs to play it simple. Just don't do anything too sort of magical, if you know what I mean. Is Porro now with the ball. Porro now to Bentancur. Bentancur all the way back now to Palunia. Palunia to Danso. Danso with the ball. Plays it into the middle to Papa Sarr. Papa Sarr puts it all the way back to Kingsley. And go Kingsley once or twice with the ball. Plays it simple to Palunia. Palunia chips it into the middle. Looking for Richarlison. Doesn't find it. But finds he does get a free kick, by the way. So it does, or is it a Newcastle free kick? I think it is a Newcastle free kick. I think Richie was offside. Yeah, for Newcastle. Newcastle now with the kick of the ball. Berger tries too many things, holds on to the ball about 3 or 4 touches. Too many touches, but he's doing well. He is doing well. I just think he needs to make it a bit more simple, I think. Wayne, if I'm being honest. But here's Newcastle now on the break. Playing it simple. Playing it smart as well. Lovely kick along, looking for the long ball against Jed Spence. Header back now. Here's Newcastle playing some good stuff here. Tottenham just can't get on the ball. And when we do have the ball, we just waste the possession. But again, Newcastle puts a cross in. Oh, Kingsley there and Danso. Talk, he's saying. Talk to each other. Talk to each other. He says, I couldn't hear you. I mean, I think Kingsley needs to be a bit more commanding of his area, but a pointless corner to give away. There's Spence doing his boot, I think. Look, Richie looks like he's getting frustrated and starting to Wayne. Yeah. Or moan, probably. Dermo, you must be chuffed that Johnson is standing on the park. Not really. He's been fucking woeful. Seriously. A 3-year-old child would do better than Lady Johnson at the moment. Jed Spence just doing his boots. Anyway, corner kick from Newcastle. His header in. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's Newcastle that take the lead. And it's a header and a really soft header as well to give away. The corner kick came in. Kingsley sort of went down late. But Newcastle and they do deserve this, by the way. Really do deserve that. That was poor defending by Tottenham Hotspur. Absolutely dreadful defending. And we will get another look at that. But here's the forward change scoreboard. Jed Spence was doing his shoelaces. The corner came in, and absolutely nobody jumping. Nobody jumping with the number 5 for Newcastle. Absolutely free header in the back of the net, but really not surprised because Newcastle have been the team on the attack from minute 1. But again, Danso tried to get there, and Kingsley nowhere near. He should be saving that. Kingsley should be saving that. Absolutely. But Newcastle take the lead. Now, this is it. This is it now. This is where we show Tottenham's mentality. Tottenham's sort of grit and determination. Can we come round? Can we come from behind and win this? Can we come back and get a result out of this? This is where the determination. This is where we must not wilt. This is where we must not. And Richarlison has been booked now for being an absolute dick. And it's all fallen apart from Tottenham Hotspur here. Absolutely. Richarlison mouthing off to the referee, being an absolute plonker. That's what he is. Brendan Johnson doing the same himself. The guys are saying he was fouled. Richarlison, the referee's saying move away. There's no VAR. Get on with the game. You're 1-0 down. You haven't put a performance in. Get your ass into gear. Stop moaning. Stop groaning. And actually get on the ball and do something. But here's Jed Spence on the ball. Can Tottenham now start to get themselves together? Bergville to Danso. Danso now to Xavi. Xavi looking for something. Tottenham here playing it round now. Back to Papa Sarr. Papa Sarr now. Can he open something? Here it's Jed Spence now. Loses it. Goes out for a Tottenham throw-in. That was poor, says Wayne. It really was poor, Wayne. Richie keeps his moaning up. He'll get sent off. What a plonker. Seriously. Absolute 100%, 100 billion% carrot plonker. He really is. But it is a throw-in for Tottenham. Here's Danso now with the long ball in. Jed Spence is still arguing with the referee over something. Tottenham need to get their heads together, or Thomas Frank needs to change something here. Because we're coming up to half an hour gone, and Tottenham have not even had a shot target yet. It's been absolutely dreadful. But here's Danso with the long throw in now. Longs it throw, the ball goes in. Doesn't even reach a Tottenham player. And here's Porro. Do not go all the way back. Oh, for fuck's sake. I swear to God. Here's Kingsley now. Kicking it long up the field. Looking for a flick on. Doesn't get it. Into the hand of Ramsdale. And now Ramsdale kicks it long up the field. But look at that lovely ball. Here's Palunia doing his defensive work. The only player that can hold himself up with any credit. But Palunia has now been beaten. The ball goes over. Is this going to be 2-0 Newcastle? Here's Harvey Barnes. He checks in the Tottenham penalty area. He checks again, looking for Barnes. Barnes to Burns, Burns to Barnes, whatever. Goes into the hands of Kingsley. Oh, Lord. Thomas Frank has to change it to halftime. We're not settled. That's the thing. Tottenham are not settled one iota. We're panicking. Every time we get the ball, it's need to get rid of it. Lovely ball up the field. Here's Richie. Again fouled. He now does get a free kick. That was a free kick. Now get up, Richie, and get on with it. Here's Sarr. Sarr now loses it. Back to Palunia. Palunia now to Porro. Porro now to Richie. Richie looking for Brennan Johnson now. Brennan Johnson, what can he do? Nothing. Passes it back now to Bentancur. Bentancur to Xavi. Xavi to Porro. Porro to Xavi. Tottenham now just trying to break in. Trying to break the Newcastle wall. Can't do it. Has to go back all the time to Porro. To Palunia. Palunia puts it wide to Danso. Danso goes all the way back. They're being pressed back, Tottenham, all the way. And they can't deal with it. They can't deal with the Newcastle press. And they just can't. But here's lovely little flick. Here's Bergville. Ramsdale comes out. Johnson doesn't even bother going and tackling Ramsdale. Just watches him like an idiot. I mean, for God's sake. I mean, Johnson, I mean, why not tackle him, Johnson? Bust the gut. You're paid 100 something thousand a week or 90 grand a week. Actually run, bust the gut, do something. You can't be asked. Don't be a footballer. It's ridiculous. This is an embarrassment. An embarrassing performance by Tottenham. We have not turned up at all. I mean, Johnson is a. I mean, he's. Oh, there's no leaders on the pitch. Sorry. There was no leaders on the pitch. Porro needs to get a grip of the place. Yeah, we're missing Van der Ven. We're missing Romero. And here's Spurs. Ball goes out. Half an hour gone. Newcastle 1, Tottenham 0. Newcastle, the far better side in the first half hour. But games are not won by half hour, are they, guys? Games are won by 90 plus minutes. So, and also, if Spurs do win or do get an equaliser, it goes straight to penalties after 90 minutes. So, all to play for yet for Tottenham. Here's Jed Spence now. Jed Spence puts it in. Oh, I thought Bergville was going to jump for that. Doesn't. Good crossing. Tottenham's first proper attack. But here's the goal again from Newcastle. And it was just poor defending by Tottenham. Absolutely. The number 5, nobody marking him whatsoever. I mean, Richie's there shouting and roaring. Pauro's telling these players to stay away. Brennan Johnson doing his best impression of trying to act like he's interested, and he's not. But Richarlison can't shut up his gob. Do you know? And Richarlison's going there. Look, just walk away, Richarlison. If you're not, just concentrate on what you can do instead of being a twit about it. If Thomas Frank has asked about, Gerard, look, I think he is, but I just we've gone out and played so badly. Really have played badly. Here's Palunia, but Newcastle wanted it more. I'm not saying we're not trying. We are trying, but we just can't get a grip of the game. Newcastle are not allowing us. All the way back now to Bentancur. Bentancur to Palunia now. Palunia plays it through the middle to Richie. One touch off now to Porro. Can Porro put a cross in? He can. He's looking for Xavi. Xavi now to Bergville. Bergville. Oh, Richie. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, my Lord. Any touch on that goes in. Any touch from Richarlison, that's in the back of the Newcastle net. The Tottenham's best move of the game, but his Newcastle against Danso does get pulled down. Of course, the referee's going to give a free kick against Danso, where there should have been a free kick up the other end. There's Porro arguing with the referee. There should have been a free kick up the other end. You know, rightly so, it is a Newcastle free kick. There's not much complaining there. But how the fuck did Richie miss that? I mean, anyone, who's he showing now? Porro now get Tottenham are losing their discipline here. 1 iota. How the F did Richie not even touch that? But I know. I mean, this is the best run. Here's Bergville across the room, empty net. All Richie had to do is put his foot into it. That's all he had to do. Put his laces, put anything onto it, even put his hair. And he just does not. Oh, for fuck. Every time you watch it now, it gets worse. The move was brilliant. Best move of the match by Spurs. Absolutely. Best move of the match. But we've got a dickhead of a striker up there who doesn't know how to be a striker. It's ridiculous. And we haven't got, you look at the bench, we've got nobody ready to come on to change the game for us either. Anyway, free kick to Newcastle, 33 minutes into the first half, 1-0. Free kick comes in. Good catch from Kingsley. That was well caught. Well done. That gave him a lot of confidence. Throws the ball out early to Bergville now. Bergville running. Newcastle. There's Xavi. Bergville checks. does get the ball, checks, loses it again, and Xavi is the arms in the air saying, "Why did you not pass it first time, man?" But here's Palunia. Tottenham starting to get back into the game a little bit, starting to get a little bit attacked going now, and stretching Newcastle just a little bit. But here's Xavi now. The roar of the Tottenham fans, the 5,000 Spurs fans that are up there tonight. But here's Jed Spence. Jed Spence now to Xavi. Xavi now to Bentacle. Bentacle to Bergville. Bentacle to Kodo. Richie! Oh, just by a fingernail he misses that. But again, that was Tottenham. Good playing by Spurs. There was Xavi. Put it to Bentacle. Bentacle then to Bergville. Bergville to Johnson. Johnson puts it across the front, across the 6-yard area, and there was Richie, head in hand, should have equalised. And again, was that a free kick? No, there was Porro running to the referee saying, "How come you didn't get a free kick up the other end?" Big up to DJ, big up to you, sir. Come on, Tottenham, yeah. Giant says Andy Cole and Les Fernand both said before the game, Richie isn't a goal scorer, he's too inconsistent. You're right there. He is too inconsistent. This is absolutely dreadful. Like, 2 chances. You have a proper number 9 up there. We're winning the game. We're 2-1 up. But here's Spence now. Spence being pushed back. Tottenham now trying to lose it again. They're done. But Newcastle now starting to try to get an attack going. Being pushed back now by Spurs. We don't look. If you look at Newcastle, when they don't have the ball, they're running after it. They're intense. But here's now Papa Sarr. Palunia also given a second yellow card. But here's Jed Spence now. Jed Spence to Xavi. Xavi with the ball, loses it, gets pushed off the ball very easily and mindful. But the Newcastle player runs it out of play and it goes to Tottenham. But here's Bentancur now. Bentancur now to Xavi. Xavi with the ball, looking for options. Doesn't find any. Goes central to Sarr. Sarr now running. Match stats. Possession last 10 minutes. 71% for Spurs. 29% for Newcastle United. Tottenham have more of the ball, but not doing anything with it. Had 2 chances, really. You take them, you 2-1 up. But again, it's all about taking your chances. It really is. But here's Palunia now. Palunia with the ball. Checking it, going back, finding Danso. Danso now to Sarr. Sarr now looking for where's he going? He checks. Goes central to Bergville. Bergville, little flick to Spence. Spence puts it in. Good takeout by Newcastle. Newcastle, but well robbed. That was from Papa Sarr. But here's Bergville. Bergville looking for Xavi. Xavi doesn't find it. Newcastle panicking a little bit in the defense. Just hoofed it out. But it goes out. Bergville. And let's see now here. Tunali is on the floor. It's a tackle. That was good tackle. That was from Bergville. Did he get the ball? Yeah, he did. Good tackle as well. Didn't really touch him much. There's Bergville there. There's Papa Sarr. Goes all the way back to Danso. Danso to Bentancur. Chips forward. Bentancur looking for Johnson. Johnson just stands there like a snowman waiting for the snow to fall. Doesn't do anything. But goes past Xavi. Tries to go past Porro. Doesn't. And it goes all the way back to Kingsky. Tottenham really need a goal just before halftime to really unsettle this and get in there and get Thomas Frank rip into them or just rip into them and also reorganize a few things. Let me know, guys, in the chat what you think. Do you bring on Van der Ven? Do you bring on... I think this game is calling out for Kudos. Really is. But here's Richie. Richie to Johnson. Johnson with the ball. We've got Porro on the overlap. Here's Porro. Porro puts the cross in. Doesn't get very far. Doesn't even get past the first man. But here's Sarr. Sarr with the shot. Oh! It was Danso. Danso with the shot. Straight into the arms. He took on his chest beautifully. And there he is. Is he going to have a crack? He is. He tried to place it. It doesn't put any power behind it. Straight into the arms of Ramsdale. He said, "Thank you very much. I'll take them all night long." And Newcastle now with the throw into Burns now for Newcastle. Throws it all the way back to Ramsdale now. Is he going to go along with it? No, he doesn't. He plays it out to one of his defensive partners in the back four. Now, Newcastle start to break again. Tottenham not pressing, not doing much work off the ball. They've been woeful. They're starting to get into it on the ball, but off the ball, there's no work. There's no work rate. They're giving Newcastle all the time and the space to do their work. They really are. We're playing some good stuff at times, but no end product. We need something up top. We do. I agree with you. Some of the moves have been good, but it's just. I don't know if you agree with me, Wayne. Just Newcastle have too much space when they go through our midfield. It's like the Red Sea being opened by Moses. It's like, come on, you've got all the space and time that you need now to, pick a pass or pick a cross or whatever. It's woeful. Here's Burn with the long throw in. Tottenham headed out by Richarlison back to Newcastle. No break for Newcastle. Oh, Newcastle! Oh, what a save by Kingsley! And it was Harvey Barnes with the acrobatic shot, and Kingsley somehow put it over the top of the ball. What a save from Kingsley! Did he get a save, or did that just go over? But they're doing well. There was a good move from Newcastle. Tottenham Hotspur being caught out again at the back. What a pass from Wilcox. Wilcox is oh no, it hits the crossbar. Kingsley didn't get a chance in that at all, but it's from Wilcox. And there was Harvey Barnes with the outer half volley. What a volley, though, too. Does that straight hit the crossbar. Oh. And there's another free kick for Richie. Richie now poleaxed on the ground. First half's gone quick, actually, I have to say. Can we get a goal before half time? Please. It's Paliunia now to Johnson. Johnson to Bentancur. Bentancur on the left-hand side looking for options. On the right-hand side, doesn't get any. So Tottenham are rarely being forced into positions where they're not being comfortable. But see, Newcastle are being so, when it comes to pressing, when they haven't got the ball, they are pressing. But here's Xavi. Xavi's been and there's Thomas Frank telling Xavi, get on the pitch, get on the pitch. Give it to Porro, like. He's absolutely, I don't know if you've seen this, Wayne, but he's doing his nut on the touchline. He really isn't a happy bunny. Here's Danso. Danso now. Danso tries to find a Tottenham player. Does find Johnson. Johnson, ball's gone out for a Tottenham throw-in. Thomas Frank is really shouting some restrictions. Big up to the real Yid. Lewis 7. It said Richie should just stayed at home like we've playing with them. It is. We've got nobody up front at all. He's not even, when we don't have the ball, when they have the ball, none of the Tottenham players are, checking back, or they're not running after their man, or it's like, oh, we'll be all right. We're going to get the result. Newcastle have been a far better team. They've ripped us to shreds. I mean, you just look at this. I mean, they've just walked into our. And there's Richie being fouled again. Another free kick to Tottenham. But again, Newcastle just ripped us to pieces. More like 9 men and Johnson on the pitch as well. Giant Johnson hasn't done fuck all either, by the way. He's been woeful. But it's like we're playing for a draw. It's like we're playing for penalties. We're 1-0 down. We need to be more attacking than this. But here's Jed Spence. Jed Spence running down the pitch. Good playing by Jed Spence here. Jed Spence still got the ball. Being rolled over. That's a free kick. And nothing given by the referee. I don't know what he's watching here. I swear to God, Jed Spence was yanked down by his shirt, by the color of his shirt, yanked down, and the referee didn't give a free kick. I mean, the referee needs to really go to Specsavers or need to be asked, has he got any brown envelopes out of his back pocket? Because that was dreadful refereeing. Oh, Richie again falls over, but here's Xavi now. Outside the Newcastle, Bergville has a crack. Good defended by Newcastle. We're a minute away from the 45-minute ending for the first half. Here, Tottenham now starting to get back into the game, but they can't get into a groove. Just can't get going. I don't know what it is. There has to be changes at half time. There really does. Go for broke. Go for broke. Put Scarlett on. Change it a little bit. But here's Brendan Johnson now. One go here would change everything. Good crossing. Oh, where was Richie jumping for that? It wasn't. Newcastle just kicking it out. And as Wayne says, we haven't been playing some bad stuff, but it's just when we don't have the ball, we're not intense enough. When we do have the ball, we're being handicapped by two useless articles that are playing on the wing and up front. I mean, look, Johnson he should be running, even if he's not going to get it, run and try. All I ask for is effort. I don't know how long. We've got 2 minutes of time added on. So let me put that on for you guys. So we've got 2 minutes of time added on. I don't know why that's not going. Let me check here. Oh, that's one. There you go. And it is a free kick to Spurs, first Newcastle yellow card as well for the first half. So the referee does have taken off his black and white glasses, tinted glasses. Xavi was the one that was fouled. Xavi's tried tonight. I'll give Xavi his credit. He's tried. Bergville's tried tonight. They've tried. They've played, as Wayne says, they've played some good stuff. But by God, Richie's been woeful. And Brendan Johnson, what the hell is he doing on the pitch either? Grab the two of them off. But here's Tottenham now coming into a minute left of the first half. I didn't say that, Gerard, so don't be putting words in my mouth, bud. Here's Tottenham now. Free kick goes in. Looking for a header. Danso trying to find Richie. Oh, straight at Ramsdale. Either side of him, that's in the back of the net. And what's he do? He heads it straight to Richie. But again, we should not overlook how bad we've been also defensively. But that's milk and butter for a striker. Either side, that's in the back of the net. What's he do? I head it straight at the goalkeeper. Gobshite. Seriously. From minute one of this first half, Newcastle wanted it more. And it is a free kick to Spurs. But here's now Bergville. Now Bergville running, driving at the Newcastle defence. Puts it now to Xavi. Xavi doing the same. Xavi needs help. He tries to shoot. Bergville tries to get it back. Here's Xavi now. Xavi shoots. Oh, goes out for a corner. Xavi's saying that's a corner. It's not. That's surely a corner. He did. That's a corner. And there it is. It's halftime. A very quick, just the one in it as well. But the referee, Tottenham, complaining and moaning, surrounding the referee, saying that should have been a corner. Players are being booked. No discipline. No real, rarely keeping their heads about them where everyone else is losing theirs. But Tottenham Hotspur have not played well. We've played good in phases of the first half, but Newcastle wanted it more. They've wanted it more. They came out with a hunger, and Tottenham haven't had that hunger. We've had our chances. Yes, we've had our chances, but we haven't taken them. And I don't know what to say. There has to be changes at halftime and some sort of talking to in that dressing room because I will not accept another second half like that because if we don't lose this, we're out. That's it. We're out the cup. And we want a trip to Wembley. Guys, I need a bit of a toilet break. So what I'm going to do is, if it's okay, I'm going over to... there we go. I hope this is all right, Bobby. I'm doing this. Yeah. So if you give me a few minutes, guys, I will be back and we'll go over the first half, we'll go over the halftime scores as well. So just give me a few minutes. Just give me a few minutes, and I will be back in a few.
Said I made up my mind this time. I'm taking it over. Modest tranquility. Said I made up my mind this time. I'm taking it over. Said I made up my mind this time. I'm taking it over.
Right. Welcome back, guys. And yes, we are 1-0 down at halftime as I'm looking at a gorilla on my other monitor. It's only an advert. Don't worry about it. So Newcastle lead 1-0 at halftime and really richly deserved as well. I don't think Tottenham came out in that first half whatsoever. The first 10, 15 minutes, we were dreadful. Let's have a look at the goal again, guys. Now, we've got Jed Spence there being circled on the television. It's after 17 minutes of the first corner. So you've got Jed Spence there. You've got a couple of players. Who's Jed Spence not going after? You've got Bergville against, and there comes in the Newcastle defender. And it was Danso that had to come out and save them there. Their blushes there. And then again, here was another cross from Newcastle from the right left-hand side, being put across the Tottenham area. And again, it was confusion between Danso and Kinski again. And there's Danso said, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. Speak up. Be louder. Be louder. And then we've got this now Newcastle goal. Jed Spence, I think, should have went off the pitch and done his boots. I think this is really stupidity by him. But anyway, he's out of position. You've got 4 or 5 Newcastle players on the edge of the area. You've got the number 5 for Newcastle. You've got Burns in there as well. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Tottenham, 6 Tottenham defenders all around them. And then when it comes into the goal, there's nobody there because they're so disorganized, because they don't know who they're marking, they don't know who they're coming in. And again, it's just a space that now Spurs is saying they didn't play to the whistle. You've got all the Tottenham, we've got Brennan Johnson banging the ball, saying, play to the ball, play to the ball, play to the ball. Well, the whistle was blown. Tottenham should have been more switched on. They should have been more switched on. They should have been more organised at the back. Jed Spence, he should have went off the pitch under his boot. I think that was ridiculous. Let's see. The referee saying play on. Referee now blows his whistle, plays on. Newcastle get the goal. Good goal as well by Newcastle by the number 5. Got the header on it. Tottenham again mixing up in the middle. And then Jed Spence. But this is ridiculous. What was Jed Spence thinking? Should have went off the pitch. And then when he goes back, he still hasn't done his ball. There's Bendicourt saying you didn't blow the whistle. And the referee said, I did blow the whistle. You got them still complaining. They're complaining at halftime going off, saying you didn't blow the whistle. Well, blow the whistle or not, they should have been more switched on for the corner. And if they were more switched on at the corner and realised what they were doing and organising what they were doing, defending against it, then they wouldn't have been 1-0 down. But again, it was Newcastle what they deserved, because Newcastle have been a far better team. Tottenham in the first half have had their chances. Yes, we haven't taken our chances. But Newcastle, out of, if you can say it, the two, do deserve the lead. They really have been the better side. Let's go through some of your comments. I will get the scores for you for... I will get scores for you guys as well. Okay, so let's see now. We have got that's not what I wanted. Sorry. I will get the score for you now, guys. I'll give you an up to date what is happening around the ground. Big up to everyone that's coming in tonight. So let's get you the latest if we can. So we're going to bring you up. We know Newcastle are winning 1-0 at Spurs. We've got Arsenal 0, Brighton, Hove Albion 0. That's in the 54th minute. Palace are 2-0 up at Liverpool at Anfield as well. So it looks like Palace are going to be knocking out Liverpool out of the League Cup. We've got Swansea 1 and Manchester City 1 after 53 minutes. And Chelsea are running riot at Wolves. They're 3-1 up against Wolves. And of course, Newcastle are 1-0 down as well. We've got Celtic are 2-0 up against Falkirk. Martin O'Neill's first game in charge. Rangers are 1-0 up against Hibs. Hearts are drawing 1-1 away to St Mirren. Aberdeen are 1-0 up against Kilmarnock. Dundee United are losing 1-0 away to Motherwell. But look, for me, being a bit of a Celtic fan as well, good start, 2-0 up for Celtic, so I'm really pleased with that. But Tottenham 1-0 down. What a first half. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Let's go and see what you guys are now talking about in the chat. So I close that down. Gerard, wish we had kept Parrott over Richie. I think I agree, Demo. I didn't mean you. I said the cup. Yeah, I think Parrott would have been a better striker than Richie. But totally agreed. Totally agree with that. Giant says Demo did need more than a talking to. They need something. They need really dressing down in that dressing room. Saving our pound of drive for Chelsea, Demo. Do you know what? I hope they're not. I really hope they're not. If they are, then we've got serious problems. If they're saving their powder for the Chelsea game, then they're prioritising the league over the cups. And we've had this under previous managers again and again and again and again. And again, it's proven that way. Big up to Wayne Bono. Wayne says, starting to get involved more and play well. Xavi is. He'll step up more in the second half. He will do. I've been impressed with Xavi in this game, to be fair. Jesus, doesn't he not get enough for Sky? Big up to you, Gerard. Palace have the Indian sign over the Scousers to do, and King Martin is back. Big up to you guys. Well, listen, before we do, I'm going to quickly get a drink, which I never got when I went from the toilet break. But we are sponsored by Private Internet Access. They are the channel sponsor for 25-26 season. Guys, you don't want to hear me rattle on about it. So for the next 1 minute and 32 seconds, can I have your undivided attention to Colin, who's going to tell you all about private internet access and also why it's the number one thing to get, VPN to get, because it is the number one VPN to get. Here's Colin when I go and get a quick drink. Come on, you Spurs.
Let me talk to you. A little reference there, but I'm going to stop messing about. I'm going to talk to you about private internet access, the best VPN in the land. Now, when you're online, you may not realize, but all of your data is there for the taking by anybody. With a VPN such as private internet access, your data is safe and secure, streamlined, and nobody else can get hold of it. That's why I use one anyway. VPNs, very easy to use. Private internet access, all you got to do is log on your phone, select where you want to be. So I want to be in America, and I click go, and there we are. You can also link up your devices to it from your phone if that is easier for you. It's available on a lot of platforms as well. As you can see, you can use it for a very, very big range of things. So that's even better as well. You can use it, like I said, on all your devices, smartphone, tablets, gaming consoles, and stick it on your modem. And it's unlimited devices. One equals all. It's available all across the world, and it works perfectly. What they do is they mask your IP address, so pesky 3 o'clock kickoffs aren't an issue anymore, and they're independently audited, so there's no logs, 30 million customers, and 4.5-star Trustpilot rated excellent review. Private internet access. Get yours now. Let me talk to you. A little reference there, but I'm going to stop messing about. I'm going to talk to you.
To put that on the loop. Sorry, I was back waiting to say, and that's what you get for channel sponsor. Do pick up the sponsorship, guys. It does mean a lot to us all here on THFC until we die. But they're going through some of the games. Chelsea are running right against Wolves. I'm surprised the Wolves manager is still in his job. They're showing the Chelsea goals there, but his Wolves now, I think they're going to get one here. Yeah. Do you know what? I think Chelsea, the Wolves fans are already celebrating that. Good damn. But here's Arsenal against Brighton. Arsenal nil Brighton. Arsenal just gone 1-0 up, by the way. And it is a goal from who scored for Arsenal? Oh, it's their captain. I don't know who scored, but Arsenal are finally 1-0 up. But of course, their North London rivals, Tottenham Hotspur, are 1-0 down to the Geordies. Second half is now coming, guys, in a few minutes. Can Tottenham come back out? I'm ready. Put a great second half performance. Let's get into that quarterfinal draw. We're going to forget the first half. We're going to start fresh. We're going to start super confident and super. There, we're going to go out there and we're going to give it all. So let's see what happens in this second half. I tell you, Xavi's played well tonight. Paluni, I think, has played well tonight. Bentancur's been good again as well. Look, I don't think Spurs have played that bad. It's just the front man that's been woeful. We haven't got an attack outlet, and that's the problem. Gerrard saying the Wolves boss performed a miracle last season, then sold all the good players they had over his head. Yeah, that's true. But here's Newcastle now back onto the pitch as well. No changes, I think, from Newcastle. There's the referee listening to Newcastle FM, trying to see what the weather's going to be like. There's Moaning Mini out again. There he is, looking very nice in his yellow chop. Moaning Mini, or Moaning Markle, as I'm now going to nickname him. So, right, you're doing the twist. How about scoring a few goals? That's your job. Moaning Markle. Anyway, it is Newcastle to get us off and underway in the second half. Tottenham Hotspur playing toward the south stand, and Newcastle playing towards the Gallagher end now, towards their own fans in their south stand. But we're waiting for the ref to blow the whistle before we get off and underway, and we are. But here's Newcastle now. Kicks it long up the field. Let's see, can Spurs come out? The puffing pigeon. Dermo, look avenge. Yeah, Dermo, look average. Well, I look average or Tottenham look average. If I look average, then there's something seriously wrong here. And then Newcastle are an average outfit, says Gerrard. Big up to you, Gerrard. But here's Bergville. Bergville now to Sarr. Sarr to Bentancur. Bentancur puts it out wide now to Porro. Porro, Tottenham starting a bit fresh, going for it now. More on the front foot. This is more like it. This is more like the Tottenham we know and love. Here's Bergville. Here's Papa Sarr. Papa Sarr. No changes for either side at the end of the first half. So the Tottenham that start the first half, start the second half. But here's Jed Spence now. Jed Spence now looking for options. Passes it all the way back to Danso. Danso. Newcastle again doing this almighty pressing. Good playing from Palunia. Palunia got the ball there to Danso. Danso all the way back to Kingsley. Tottenham did start well, but need to keep the ball a bit better in this half. Kingsley, decision making better. But here's Porro now. Porro puts it onto the line, but gives it away to Newcastle. And Newcastle now on the attack, starting as they did the end of the first half to start the second half. Puts a cross in, beautiful cross header in. Oh my God, Newcastle nearly scored, and Tottenham were caught flat-footed at the back. A lovely ball from Newcastle floated in, and there was Martins. Martin there, I think he was heading it to their number 27, the German striker, who looks like something like 8'2" tall. He's man-mountain, that fella. Wilcox thinks he's Richie. Yeah, that's it. I was trying to think of his name. Couldn't think of his name there. Cheers, Wayne. Yeah, Wilcox did think he's Richie, but start the second half, Wayne, looks like the same as start the first. It's been a game with few halves, and Newcastle have taken theirs, but here's Newcastle now again on the break. Now, 1-1 after half-time, it goes straight to penalties. No extra time, no nothing. So Tottenham either want to go for the win or the one that just won goes, and let's go for the lotteries or penalties. Let's do that. Cross in now. Jess Spence out, looking for Richie. Newcastle shoots all over the bar. And that ends out for a Newcastle Tottenham Hotspur goal kick. And it was number 17 for Newcastle. Way over the bar. Free kick to Tottenham anyway. Paulina back to Kingsley. Kingsley plays it out now to Xavi. Xavi now to Porro. Porro looking for Richie. Richie, Brennan Johnson gets the ball. Richie doesn't. I mean, seriously, what was the point of upending it to who? Who are you upending it to? No one. Casper the Ghost? Is he starting to play for Tottenham now? Oh, we do need some changes. Bring Kudus on, please. We are crying out for Kudus. But here's Tottenham now. Here's Richie. Surely Richie. Oh, what the fuck? Seriously? Could you please take that man off, that fraud off the pitch? Anyone thinks he's a striker, can somebody please check his birth certificate? Because he ain't Brazilian. No disrespect, but he's not Brazilian. He really isn't. But here's Danso, Newcastle, good tackle from Porro, but Porro loses it now. Newcastle in the Spurs area. Put the cross in. Oh, for fuck's sake. You're going again. Oh, I give up. I just give up now. It's all right looking up to the sky, Kingsley. You've made an absolute fucking howler. Oh, it started with Tottenham giving the ball away stupidly, by the way, by Danso. Then Newcastle get the ball. Now, don't forget, they got the number 27 is about 8'2" tall. He goes for a header. And what's Kingsley going to do? I tell you what, I try to come out and punch it, but I won't get there. I leave the empty. I punch his shoulder, and I leave the goal empty for Newcastle. I mean, this is shocking. I mean, it really is. This was such a chance to get Wembley. 2-0 down. Absolutely shocking. I don't know what to say. I really do not know what to say. Do you know what, Gerard? I don't think I can actually disagree with that. I really don't. Look, okay, 2-0 down. Let's see, can we come back from 2-0 down now? Richie again does. Oh, just get that man off the pitch, please. Please, just get Richie off the pitch. Please, just get him off the pitch. Never want to see him in the Tottenham shirt again. Oh, God. Here's Newcastle now. Newcastle, good defending that was from Jed Spence. Jed Spence now. Oh, good playing from Spence, but Newcastle get it back. Newcastle just walking through us like we're. I think it's the yellow shirts. I think that's the problem. I think I've worked it out, guys. They can't see each other. I think that's what it is. They can't see each other. I'm using the Alex Ferguson excuse from when they lost 6-2 to Southampton. That's my excuse. They can't see it. But here's Newcastle again. Here's Harvey Barnes. Barnes now back. Newcastle now outplaying Tottenham here. Totally outplaying Tottenham. They want it more. And that's the thing. They want it more. It's the one thing that really infuriates me. We haven't played bad, but they just... I'm sorry. Has it gone out for... It's gone out for a goal kick. They just want it more. They just don't look interested. They really don't look interested. Honest to God, it is shocking. Seriously. And they expect to be paid at the end of the month for their performances. Well, I think the Brazier should be docked for this one. But here's Xavi. Xavi now, good playing by Xavi. That's well done. That's a free kick. I mean, this referee has been a bit of a donut as well, by the way. But he can't be blamed for all the Tottenhams. I mean, our decision make. Newcastle are BS, but we're just crap. Spurs players blinded by the barcode. I know I called them that yesterday. I did call you that. I did say. But look, Newcastle's not an easy place to go to. We all knew that. But, all right. Well, we'll come back from 2-0 down before. Yeah, we are, Wayne. I totally agree. We're being outfought, outplayed, and beaten by a damn good team. We are. I agree with you, Wayne, 100%. I don't know if you agree with me, Wayne. There's no fight there. I don't know if you agree with me or not. But here's Porro. Tottenham now with their first chance of an attack and goal. Here's Tottenham. Header in. There's Richie. Oh, Ramsdale. He came for it and he flapped it. And I did say at the start of the game, this will be about keepers. This will be about Ramsdale and Kingsley. Who handles the pressure the better? And at the moment, Ramsdale is handling it the better. Kingsley is not. Let me know, Wayne, if you think we're being outfought, because I think we are. There's Dancer, shouting and roaring, telling players to go forward. There's Richie. He looks like a lost soul. He looks like a lost soul there. Thinking, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Oh, I want to be out on my own. Here's Richie. Richie pretending to jump for it, but doesn't. Here's Brennan Johnson, the greatest player that never was. But Newcastle rob it, and Newcastle could be on the counter-attack here. No, they don't. Tottenham do get back. Gerard, it's not a semi-friendly. We've just been outfought, out-taught, out-tactic. Here's Xavi. Xavi, unlucky. Unlucky. Xavi's the only one I think can hold his head up high tonight. There's fights from there. There's fight there from Spurs, but Newcastle said, yeah, exactly. There's Alan Shearer. Looking a little bit. Is that Sting next to him? Yeah, that is. Is that Sting or Paul Gascoigne? I don't know. I'll give Richie a P40 fucking... Yeah, Sting. I thought it was. It looked like Gazza a little bit there. Yeah, I'll give Richie his P45 tonight, telling me, no, you don't play for us ever again. Here's Bergville. Porro to Bergville. Bergville now running down the wing. Tottenham now putting a bit of pressure. 55 minutes gone. 2-0 Newcastle. Tottenham really self-giving away 2 goals. Here's Spence now. Spence with the ball. Newcastle now being a little bit. Tottenham now playing a little bit better now. Here's Xavi. Will he attack? He does. Will he put a cross in? He does. He tries to find Richie. Richie said he was found in the area. Brendan Johnson there was like, Bentley. Instead of running after the ball, you gobshite. But here's Newcastle now. They're on the break. It's 2-3. It's 3-3 now for Newcastle. Here's Wilcox. Oh, it's been crowded out. Well done for the Spurs defender. He shoots. Ooh, just wide of the post. It's all right. Brendan Johnson going, no, it's Bentley. It's Bentley. Yeah, it's Bentley. Get on, do your job, you knob. Seriously. I say it before and I say it again. I got a Banjack's back. I've had a heart attack. I'm overweight, but I do more than what Brendan Johnson's done in the whole bloody game. And that says a lot. Giant said defense missing Mickey's speed and recovery. I think they're missing his leadership too, by the way. We look leadership. I don't know if Wayne would. I know, guys, you're watching the game, but I'd be interested. I think you should have stayed in D&D Tequila. Yeah, I'm still alive. Am I still alive? How am I still alive in D&D Tequila? That's a shock. That's cheered me up. Yeah, that's a shock. Me still alive in D&D. How am I still alive? Please tell me how. Am I going to make a Bobby Ewan return? Like you're going to find me in the shed somewhere, and I'm going to just come out. You all right, guys? How you doing? You know, honest to God. Anyway, free kick the Spurs. Here's Porro. Porro now gets the ball. Tries to play to Jed Spence. Jed Spence plays it. Oh. Do you know what? I'm not lying. I know I don't do this, but you know Wolves have just got a goal back against Chelsea. It's now 3-2, by the way, that Wolves-Chelsea game. Maybe Wolves might... That would cheer me up if Chelsea get knocked out tonight. Because we've been playing... We haven't played bad. That's the thing. We've had our chances. We haven't taken them. But when you're playing with the useless article up front, like Mona Markle and the Invisible Man, you haven't really got a lot to play with, have you? Yeah, I thought you might agree with that, Wayne. There is a lack of leadership. There is a lack of leadership. But as I said, if anyone's coming in and we're 2-0 down, the first goal was because we were so stupid at defending that we couldn't actually defend the corner and we didn't know what each other was doing. And the second goal was conceded because we have a knobhead of a goalkeeper decided to go and try and attack a 9-foot, 10-foot tall man, a German man, who had it in the net and he hit him on the shoulder. I mean, you got no chance of punching the ball away from a man that tall. Oh, yeah, and we've got Mona Markle and the Invisible Man playing up front. So we haven't got a really hope in hell. And good headed back from Porro to Kinski. And also, I'm blaming the yellow shirts, by the way. That is my excuse for the us winning tonight. If he had played in our black shirts, we would have been fine. But again, it's like Alex Ferguson said all them years ago, we couldn't see each other because of the yellow shirt. So I'm blaming the shirts. It's the kit. It's the away kit. Need to get rid of all yellow. Don't like it now. But here's Jet Spence now. Jet Spence running and pouring down. Puts it out to Xavi, who's had a really good game. Xavi's one of the players who stood out. But here's Xavi in the box. Here's... Oh, what a save. Oh, my good Lord. He ran across the 6-yard area and there was Richarlison standing like a bloody melon. Attack the ball, for fuck's sake, you stupid idiot. You're running like a fucking idiot. I mean, there was Xavi, played it back to Sarr. Sarr takes a shot. Great save from Ramsdale. There was Brendan Johnson actually doing something right for once in his life. Actually put it across the 6-yard area. But what a pass by Sarr. Good shot from Sarr. Tottenham's first real attack on the Newcastle goal. What a goal. What a save by Ramsdale. And there was Johnson to put it into the area. Doesn't get there, but corner kick to Spurs. And here's Richie. Oh, diving at it, but here's Brennan Johnson now. Tottenham suddenly have woken up from their slumber. Tottenham have woken up from their slumber. Here's Xavi now. Xavi puts it in, looking for the invisible man. The invisible man. Oh, for fuck's sake. Seriously. Oh, dear. Big up Boris. This is why I never listen to social media. They are all frauds saying Kinski is better than Vicario. Fair enough. I'm beginning to think Richie is a non-goal, but I'm telling you now, he's on a non-goal bonus. He should never play for the club again. Please, just give him his P45 tonight and be done with it. Put us all out of our misery. I'd rather they put Dean Scarlett on the pitch, though I don't rate Dean Scarlett. Put him on the pitch now. Yeah, exactly, Wayne. Exactly. I agree with you 100%. But you can't, Boris, you can't play goalkeepers week in, week out. You've got to give them a rest, and you've got to play other players too. So Tottenham are making a change. I don't know who's coming on. Better be bringing on Kudos. You gotta try these players. You've got a reserve keeper. You've got to play him. So maybe you don't rate Kinski. I do. I think there's a talent there, but I just think he needs more game time. I think it might be. Oh dear. Excuse me. Pardon me. Here's Newcastle. Cross goes in. Or good defending. That was from Palunia again. I think the best defender on the pitch by Tottenham by far. Well, at least Thomas Frank's making the change early. He's giving it 15 minutes in, and he says, right, I'm changing it. Kinski is Robert Shellerwell, just like the name, because it's kinky. Yeah, but here's Tottenham now. Here is now Danso. Danso now gets blocked out, but here's Richie. Richie to Bergville. Bergville loses it, but grabs the ball. Here's Palunia. Palunia there, all the way back to Kinski now. Kinski now. He's out at the ball. What's he doing? Kicks it long up the field, looking for Richie. Again, Richie loses it. Richie being useless. Here's now Spence now. Spence. Lovely ball. Looking for Brennan Johnson now. Can Brennan Johnson get it? He can. He's kept it out. Give him the ball, you dumbass. Instead of wasting time. Seriously. Yeah, it is. Tequila, it's sad to see us go out so early, but it's not over yet. Exactly. Got half an hour yet. But here's Jed Spence. Jed Spence now. Looking for options. Checks. Goes round, turns in the circle. Finds Bergville, who's played well tonight. I think both of us played well, actually. Here's Monu Marco. Crosses it in. Looking for the invisible man. Doesn't find him because he is invisible. He's now moaning about something. What's he moaning about now? Please take off Johnson and Richardson, please. Thomas Frank, if you don't take them off, I will call you a fraud. You got to take them off because they've been our weak link. Who's he taking off now? Bergville's coming off. So Bentacle's coming off for Kolo. We've got Kudos. Are we changing? We're changing formation here, I think. Newcastle are making a few changes as well, by the way, guys. To be fair to Frank now, I'm going to give Frank his due here. Oh, thank God he's made one. It's bringing the invisible man up. Thank God for that. We don't have to look at the invisible banana running up and down the pitch. Come on, Kudos. Come on, you can do it, man. You can bring it in. Yeah, I agree with Will Yed. Sorry to say it, but we're a bunch of individuals, so structured. But this is not on Thomas Frank, by the way. This is nowhere near on Thomas Frank. This is on certain individuals who are don't deserve to wear the Tottenham shirt. And Johnson and Richie, for me, need to be given their P45s tonight because they've been woeful. If Johnson ever wears a Tottenham shirt again, I will Do you know what? I backed him for 2 years, and rightly so, because I thought he had the talent. He hasn't had the talent tonight. He hasn't had talent this season. He's been woeful. Look, Kingsley's young. Kingsley will make mistakes. Well, I'm not going to slate players for the sake of slating them. Yes, it's an annoying that we're losing 2-0 up Newcastle, but it's always going to be a tough place to go, as Tequila said in the chat. It's a tough task to win up there. It's not easy going up to Newcastle. But I think certain individuals tonight need to look at themselves in the mirror and ask the question, am I good enough for what I do? And I'm sorry, Brendan Johnson and Richie are not good enough for what to do. We've been playing with no attack, with only one attack, and that was Shabby. He's the only one that's tried. Bentancur's played well in midfield. Bergville's played well in midfield. You know, and to be fair, it's Richie. Oh, he's hit the keeper. Well, you slag him off, and you say he's playing crap, and he comes up with something like that. That's twice Tottenham now. He's had his chances, Richarlison, and he hasn't taken any of them. That's the thing, Giant. Some players are Tottenham not playing badly. That's the thing. It's the thing that Spurs are not playing badly. It's certain individuals that are not pulling their weight. I mean, if we had a proper striker on the pitch tonight, I think we would have been 4-5 up. But here's Newcastle on the attack. Newcastle now cut back. Surely Tottenham not going to go 3-0 down. Good cut in, and it goes out for a corner. It has gone out for a corner. Back in the day, Richie and Johnson would be made to play in the reserves, but yeah, they would do. Totally agree with that, Lewis. Totally agree with that, Bod. This is what worries me now. Newcastle bringing on the big gongs. Joe Linton's coming on now, and players like that who can hurt us. There's Kingsley Turk and the Berg, but I think you might be well ahead. Another goal here. Says Gerard. Are you ahead of me, guys? Is Newcastle with the free kick? Good header out by Danso. But here's now Burn now. And it's against Kolo. Good stuff from Spurs. But here's Kudos. Go on, Kudos. Go on. Go on. You know what you want to do, son. Go on. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. You know what you're trying to do. Unlucky. But here's Newcastle now. Coming up to 20 minutes to go. Tottenham 2-0 down. Can we come back? Remember, a draw at the end of 90 minutes means penalty kick straight away. I think Tottenham. Look, as I said, it's just been one of those games, hasn't it? When we haven't took our chances, but individuals have let us down badly. I think if Tottenham get one back, we could get an equaliser too. I really do think that. Just give you quick scores if I can. 2-0 up for Arsenal. Palace beating Liverpool 2-0. Man City beating Swansea 2-1. And Chelsea just about beating Wolves 3-2, by the way. But here's Tottenham. Here's Kolo. Kolo to Sar. Sar loses the ball. Goes back to Danso. Danso now to Bergville, the little Swedish Messi. Here comes now Porro. Porro and the ball. Tottenham looking to get back into this game. Let's get a goal now. Let's get a goal now and make the last 20 minutes. Let's attack them for 20 minutes and get an equaliser, and let's get this penalties. Come on. I'll take penalties now if we were given penalties now, I would say give it to me. It's Porro now. Porro to Kudos now. Kudos has done more in 5 minutes than puts it across. Oh, Ramsdale. What a cross by Xavi. But here's Kolo now. Kolo now too. To Jet Spence. Jet Spence gets it in, goes to nobody, and it goes out for a goal kick to Newcastle. 20 minutes to go. Newcastle making a couple of alterations. Oh, so disappointing going out the Cup early. So disappointing. And also, we're going to lose our unbeaten away record tonight as well, by the way. That'll go. I look at that starting 11, right? And I look at the starting 11. Kingsgate did all right. Danso's done well. Palunia's played well. Shafi's played well. Richardson the waste of space. Burville's played well. Johnson the waste of space. Porro did okay. Spencer's done all right. Sarr has done all right. And Bentancur's done all right. And then you've got Kudos and Kolo on now. That Kudos has done more down the right wing in the space of 5 minutes than Brennan Johnson did for about an hour of the game. That says a lot. Long kick up the field it goes. There is a header. Now here's Spence to Kingsgate. Good covering by Kingsgate. Well done from Kingsgate. Now he rolls it out to Jed Spence now. Rolls it out. Jed Spence keeps it in. No, it doesn't. It goes out for and Jed Spence getting a little bit frustrated down. Right, so. But here's Newcastle. Let's keep our games heads on, boys. Good tackling by Papa Sarr. Snarky Dermo is here. The best kind of Dermo. Oh, dear. I'm telling you, Tequila, Richie and Johnson were poor tonight. They were really. That's why I keep saying, give them the P45s. There's Sarge shouting and roaring like, come on, guys, get your head into gear. This is a cup we're playing for. This is a chance to get into the quarterfinals of a cup competition. We won the Europa League. We know what it's like to win. They want the P45 tonight, Tequila. They really do. Here's Newcastle now with another corner kick now. Goes in. Oh, good header out from Papa Sarr. Well done from Sarr. There's Porro running like a man possessed. But here's Newcastle. Newcastle on the brink. Brought down. Referee says play on. Tottenham can break here. Now there's Kudos. Fine Kudos. You stupid article of a player. You can't even pass from A to B. Jesus Christ. Oh, crying out loud. How did that not go in? Danso nearly scored an own goal. It was a lovely first time cross by Newcastle. And there was Newcastle. There was oh dear. It was an Negra that passed it, and there was Danso with the header. And we got Chelsea on Saturday. We haven't got fucking open hella beating Chelsea. If we start with the same certain players that started tonight, we haven't got a hope in how to start beating Chelsea. There's Porro, another corner kick for Newcastle. Goes in. Oh, header out from Danso. Danso's holding the side of his face there. But here's Newcastle. It's Trippier. Yeah, that's true, Giant. When do we ever beat Chelsea? Good defending that was from Jed Spence as well. Oh, dear. Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. I think Chelsea just broke Wolves' hearts, by the way. It's Newcastle now with another corner. Corner kick goes in. Good header out from Papa Sarr there again. There's Xavi now running after the ball. Tottenham coming out of it. Newcastle don't go back. They keep attacking. Now they go back to Ramsdale. Ramsdale with the ball. Kicks it long up the field. Tottenham being stretched again. Good header on from Burns. Burns now finds Allegra now. Gets a good crossing. Good defending again from Papa Sarr. He's been absolutely immense in that midfield tonight. Really put a shift in. But again, it's not the whole team's been bad. Certain individuals, and will keep repeating myself on that. certain individuals have not turned up tonight. And, you know, can you blame Kinski for the mistake? He went to punch it, totally missed it. Came off came off the German's head into an empty net. We weren't organised for the corner. It's just ill discipline. That's what it is. We weren't disciplined in what we were doing. Good header out again from Danso. Well, here's Tottenham. Kudos now with the ball. Kudos to Richie. Richie now puts the ball to Simmons. That was two over here. Can somebody explain to me why is Richie still on the pitch? Can Richie please just go? Go back to Brazil. I'll buy you a ticket myself. I tell you what, we'll all put it in, we all get together and we'll put money into a kitty for you, which we will call to send Richie home fund. Because you cannot play. I think Richie's trying to pretend to be a footballer and play somewhere where he might not be noticed. But here's Bergville. Oh, God knows. Seriously, God knows. Oh, that game at Chelsea's just got interesting. It's 4-3 now. Shows Chelsea a bit shit at conceding goals. If we can actually score and actually defend well, we might win that game. It's now 4-3, 2-1 to City, 4-3 to Chelsea, 2-1 to City, 3-0 now for Palace. But here's Kudos. Kudos with the ball. Go on, Kudos on the right hand side. Plays it right now to Porro. Porro plays it back to Kudos. Kudos now on the right hand side, still attacking. Two men around him. Porro gets the ball in. There's Richie. Heads it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Here comes Mateus Tail now. We're going to go for it now, I think. I think we've been forced to. We're going to play 4-2-4, I think. But here's Papasa. No, it was Kulu. Kulu loses the ball. Newcastle tried to get it out. See, Newcastle will beatable tonight. What's the dopey referee doing now? The referee is pretending he's part of the Bee Gees. He's trying to do the YMCA, but he ain't very successful trying to fight. Thank the Lord he's coming off. It's only taken 77 minutes to get that useless article off the pitch. Thank Christ for that. Seriously. Thomas Frank, what are you watching, man? 70s, he should have ranked him off after 2 minutes. After Mona Markle got himself booked because he didn't do his job properly. And he have left him on for 78 minutes. He's been useless. Him and the Invisible Man should be told to walk home from Newcastle tonight. You're not coming on the bus. Go and get the train. Pay for it yourself. You get enough money. That's it. Get the train home. And then report the training in the morning. Pack your bags. And you're now not part of Tottenham Hotspur first team. You're now playing for the reserves, for the under-18s, for the rest of the season, for being useless. That's what I would do if I was Spurs manager. But no, we have to keep Richie because Richie's a good player. Richie's a load of bollocks. And that's for that other useless article who wants to go around acting like a clown. Well, join the circus then if you want to be a clown. If you're a footballer, play football. Jacob Ramsey's done well tonight for Newcastle. Bruno Gomes has also come on as well. Big up the column. It says Newcastle 3-0 down. Yeah, I saw that. That's a shock. Pigeon pie time. Pigeon pie time? Oh, here's Porro. Oh, my God. I don't know. Anyway, here's Tell. Yeah. Is it gone for Spurs? It has. Big up to everyone that's watching. Please hit a like. Please hit subscribe if you can. Hit the notification bell. Do hit the like button, please. Hit the like button if you want to cheer me up. There you go. Do that. If you hit enough of it, Tequila may come on for final score. May. It depends. But anyway, here's Danso. You can focus on top four in the FA Cup now. I get that, Colin. I get that. But you win this, you're only 3 games away from Wembley. If I hit the like button, will Richie... if I had anything to do with it, Tequila, yeah, he can. Yeah, you're only 3 games away from Wembley, and that's the bit that really niggles me. Newcastle, look, it's not been a bad game, Colin, if I'm being honest. Tottenham have had their chances. And I said, some places for Spurs have played very well. What's let us down tonight is ill discipline and certain individuals not pulling their weight and doing their job. But no, I get your point. Top 4 and the FA Cup as well. Yeah, I do get you. That's a free kick, referee. Thank you very much. Big up to you, Colin. Always great to see you in the chat, bud. Always is. Um, always great to see you in, man. Colin Tequila tells me I'm still alive in D&D. So that's a shock. Making you concede in regards to the weekend. Oh, yeah, don't tell me we've got bloody Chelsea, haven't we? If we took our chances tonight, like, we would have been all right. But we just had Mona Markle up front who didn't do anything, and the Invisible Man who tried to put a cross in the first minute of the game and ended up putting it somewhere in the Gallagher. Yeah, the two. I mean, this 9 shots to 11 for Spurs. For 11 shots. If you look at the stats, you think we dominated the game. Yeah, I know we've got Chelsea, then United, then we've got Arsenal after that as well. By the way. Just to give you full times on here, this is the last draw. Arsenal into quarterfinals. Palace beat Liverpool 3-0 and reached the quarterfinals. Man City, of course, beaten Swansea 3-1 and reached the quarterfinals. And Chelsea survived a late comeback from Wolves, but now reached the semi-finals. So that would have been a chance for Tottenham to get to a semi. Stop smiling, Porro. Get the ball back to the keeper and get on with it. We've still got a chance of penalties here. 2 goals and we get penalties. Come on. Let's get there. Yeah, I know. Chelsea. Do you know what? I'm actually not looking forward to the United game. You've got to let us win if we're on 4 for our 5th win, just so I can, so that can, oh God, yeah, bless him. Are you 4-4 now? Or are you 3 out of 3? I think you're 3 out of 3, aren't you? That poor lad, right? I really feel sorry for him. I really do. Imagine saying that I won't cut my hair until we win 5 in a row. I mean, what was he thinking? 3 out of 3, 2 more. I bet he's praying for that. But here's Newcastle. Good stop again from Palunia. Palunia to Jed Spence. Jed Spence gets fouled. No foul, says the referee. Newcastle still got the ball. Yeah, well, that should be 4 out of 4, to be fair. I already sent a message to Mr. B when we need to do some pump ups, build up with you with the United agenda when it comes to Tottenham and United. We are linking up also with a few other people as well for the Arsenal build up as well for the North London derby. So I'm looking forward to that. But kudos now. Kudos to Porro. We're coming up to about 7 minutes left. Can Spurs really stun us all with a late comeback? Doesn't look like we are. Not good. Just checked score on my break. Do you know what? I think you've been a bit harsh, Shamu. It hasn't been that bad of a performance, as I said. It's ill discipline on the set pieces, and also kudos and Joe Linton having a go. There's a bit of a fight breaking out here. Joe Linton wants to have a piece of everyone here. We've got Papa Sarr driving in the way. Kudos has been pulled away. Joe Linton's there acting like an idiot. Go on, book him, referee. You know you want to. Yeah, it's still 2-0 on my scoreboard. No, it's 2-0. Not unless we've scored with 5 minutes to go. No, it's just been indisciplined in our set pieces and also certain players not pulling their weight. That's been the problem. Xavi's played well tonight. Palunia's played well tonight. Danso's played well tonight. I think Porro, Sar's done really well in midfield. So has Bentancur. Kudos has done more in the 10 or 15 minutes he's been on the pitch than Johnson did in the whole game. But here's Jed Spence to Psar. Lovely crossfield ball to Kudos. Kudos now takes it lovely on his chest. Beautifully on his chest. He's got Porro doing the overlap. There's Kudos now. Kudos back to Bergville. Here's Kudos now. Kudos to Porro. Porro now. Looking for options. Kudos now. Is he doing the overlap? He is. Kudos with the ball. Here's against two Newcastle players. Puts a beautiful cross in. Oh, Tell was going for it. Doesn't get there. Newcastle get it back, but Spurs do get it back. The referee, that's not a free kick. Jesus Christ, referee. Are you looking for a free season ticket at Newcastle for the next year? Oh, there's Thomas Frank and Wells there, shouting and roaring, telling the players to get up, push, push, push. Newcastle get it out of the area. Good tackle that was from Cook. That's not. But they're looking to send him off here. Let's have a look. There's Joe Linton. Then there. He got the ball. What are you on about? Free kick. Seriously. Then you surrounded referees. Send them off. Newcastle will milk this for all it's worth now. Newcastle all the way back now, playing it round the back. Lovely chip ball going forward, but there's Porro. Lovely ball. Bentancur. Now here's Papasar. Papasar, lovely. Trying to find Spence. Doesn't find Spence. Here comes Newcastle. Now on the attack. Danso doesn't get past. It goes out for a Tottenham throw-in. He throws it angrily at Jed Spence. Danso looks pissed. So he should be pissed as well. Joe Linton caused that fist. Yeah. Now we've got a couple of substitutions for Newcastle. Yeah, good performance by him, actually. I have to say, Newcastle, it's been a good game. If you're a neutral, you would think it's been a really good game. I don't know what Wayne thinks who's watching it, but Anthony Allegna has come off for Anthony Gordon has now come on. So a bit of a change. Here's Jed Spence now. With the throw, looking for options. Lovely ball. Here's Jed Spence again. Lovely little bit of football for Tottenham. But here's Kolo now. Kolo running, does 1 pass 1, 1 pass 2. Referee, you stupid arsehole. Get out of the fucking way. Seriously. I know you want to be Newcastle's 12th man, but Jesus, that's taking the piss. Oh, I couldn't get out of the way. I'm sorry. I wasn't running fast enough. Yeah, and then he gives the ball back to Newcastle. Fucking all knew it. Oh, I know. Coming up now to time tabling on. And look, it's disappointing. I will give my thoughts in our final score, which I'm not going to be bothering covering the draw for the semi-final because really Tottenham are not in it. Oh dear. But here's Xavi. So yeah. So we've got final score on straight after this guy. Here comes Kingsky now, coming out. Tottenham. How many minutes have we got left now? Let's see. Go on, ref. Get 4 minutes. We've got 4 minutes to save this. Can we score 2 goals in 4 minutes? Hell chance. Yeah, we can. Come on. Anything's happening. Football's a funny old game. So people keep telling me. Here's Jed Spence. Jed Spence now with the ball. Lovely cut through ball. Looking for Sarr, and it goes all the way out for a goal kick to Newcastle United. There's Ramsdale taking as long as he needs. Don't blame him either. If that was Kings, he'd be doing exactly the same. Big up to everyone that's joined me tonight for this watch along. Really do. Player of the match, because it's Sanjandro Tonali. He's been brilliant tonight for Newcastle. Really has. Just seen his player map. Absolutely been everywhere. So I think that's a good choice. Gerard says, I'm not. This. It's ridiculous if you want Frank out. We're playing the game without striker. There was passion tonight. I'm seeing this game a lot differently to people that see it. I see tonight a game of we played well. We weren't playing with the striker. I think you look at Richarlison and Johnson didn't offer us any outlet at all in the first half or the second half. I think when the substitutions were made on the hour mark, I think they were made quickly. I think he tried to change the formation. I think the first goal, we should have been more disciplined than we were. We weren't disciplined because of Jed Spence trying to tie his boot. And then we just lost focus and lost discipline. And then it was just an easy header for the number 5 for Newcastle to score. And then the second goal for Newcastle was more of a mistake by Kingsgate. That's it. But when you're playing with players that do not offer you anything, you can't blame Ange. You can't blame Ange. You can't blame Thomas Frank. There's players that played well tonight. Paluni has played well. I think Jez Spence has actually had a good game. I think Papa Sarr's had a good game. Kudos has done more in the 20 minutes he was on than Johnson ever did in the whole game. And I do believe that I'm now beginning to think, are we starting to prioritise the Chelsea game over this cup game? And I think we were. I think if you look at it, it's all about taking chances. We've had our chances. And we didn't take our chances. Newcastle did. And this was a game where it hasn't been the greatest game in the world, but if you take chances, you win your game. And Richie was not. He should never play for Tottenham again. I think some of these Tottenham players can hold their head up high. Some of them should be looking at themselves in the mirror and think I'm stealing myself. There's Danso. I mean, Danso's lost the plot completely. He's really missed Mickey van der Ven tonight. Yeah, I said that as well with the passion. From some of them, yeah, I would agree with you. But I don't think, like from Palunia, I think from Bergville, I think he's shown a bit. I think Kudos showed a bit when he's come on. But Johnson and Richie, no way. They didn't show anything. And I feel sorry for Thomas Frank. I really do. And there's going to be fans tonight that are going to be wanting them out. You're going to get them all over social media. I'm saying we want them out. Yeah, Palunia is playing at centre-back. He's done well tonight, to be fair. And he has played there before for Bayern Munich, so he is a centre-back. He's a centre-back in CDM. Just blow the whistle, ref. Just put us out of a misery. And that is it, guys. The road to Wembley on one front has ended tonight at St James's Park. Tottenham Hotspur are beaten tonight 2-0 by Newcastle United. Not the greatest game in the world, to be fair. But a very lackluster performance by some Tottenham individual. Some of them have worked hard, but again, indiscipline and a goalkeeper mistake has forced us out. But Rome wasn't built in a day, and we need to stay focused on that. We need to stay focused on what we can achieve in the future. This is not a Thomas Frank's Tottenham team. This is not a team that Thomas Frank would want. So for me, look, as hard as it is to lose tonight, as heartbreaking it is, we're out of the League Cup. We're still in the FA Cup. We just got to concentrate on that now. The season isn't over. And we just got to just carry on. We've got Chelsea Saturday, so we can't spend too long feeling sorry for ourselves. But guys, I'm going to end it there. I'm going to quickly do match reactions for about 10 minutes, and then I will finish it off there, guys. Big up to Rick Harris. Too many first team injuries at the moment. It's a pop. Yeah, I agree with you as well. We've got what? I'll get into that in final score. So do join me for that. Please join me. I'll be on in about 3 or 4 minutes. But Tottenham sadly knocked out of the League Cup at the third round stage. Missed a chance to get into the quarterfinals, but it is what it is. Come on, you Spurs in Big Thomas Frank. We trust. Oh, hang on. It'd be handy if I actually press the outro. See you later. See you in a minute. Bye.
Eyes on the